Hey parents, today I want to talk about a shift in how we present ourselves to our kids. So we want to teach them and we want to help them to become responsible adults, to be prepared for adulthood. But oftentimes we present ourselves in a way that kind of turns them off to what we are having to say. For example, we present ourselves as the parent police. We tell them they need to do things because we said so. They need to trust us because we said so. They need to listen to us because we know what we're talking about. But our kids really have a mind of their own, and they're capable of thinking through things, processing through things, especially when they get into that teaching and coaching stage. So we as parents, if we can shift the way we present ourselves to them and present ourselves as being on their side. So instead of because I said so or just listen to me, I know what I'm talking about, if we can say to them, hey, my job is to protect you. My job is to keep you safe. My job is to teach you, prepare you. My job is to stand in the gap for you. And when we present ourselves that way, then they can start to see us as on their side. So for example, if we are saying no to social media, rather than no, it's unsafe, I don't like it, I don't want you on it, you're not going to do it because I said so, if we can say, hey, you know what, my job is to protect you, my job is to stand in the gap for you. There's a time where you will have things that maybe you're not quite ready for. And my job is to stand in that gap between that time where you're not ready and where you are ready. So I can stand in that gap for you, and I can be the one to protect you and help you navigate that, so that when you are ready, when you're mature enough and your mind is developed enough, then you're ready to go out on your own, and I have helped prepare you. So now your child who maybe wants social media, or even who wants to know why you are checking their account or reading their text or things like that, then you're presenting yourself as on their team rather than their oversight. I'm not reading my child's text so that I can just see what she's doing, check up on her, make sure she's not doing anything wrong. I'm reading her text to be looking for situations that she may not be ready to handle, so I can help her navigate those situations. So I'm presenting myself to her as her protector, her guide, her mentor, rather than her oversight. So she's not quite as upset about me reading her text. Now, would she rather me not? Of course, but she understands. And not only do I present myself that way, but I follow up with it. So if I see something that maybe I don't love, but is not really a big deal, I'm going to let that go. Because really what I'm looking for are the big deal things, those things that are going to make a difference in her future, those things that I can teach her, guide her, help her navigate through. So those are the kinds of things that I'm looking for. I'm going to let go of the little things, and that way I'm making good on my promise. I'm making good on what I have told her, that I'm here to protect you and guide you, not your oversight. I'm not the text or the social media police. So that is one way. If we can start shifting, the younger you can start, the more ingrained it becomes in them. So if you can start shifting the way you present yourself and kind of move away from the I told you so because I said so, just because I know what I'm talking about, and just listen to me because, and start presenting yourself as, hey, I'm protecting you, I'm guiding you, this is my job as a mom, and as much as I want to let you go and give you freedom, I'm responsible for your future, and I'm going to do the best I can, and I'm going to make these hard decisions for you, and I'm going to help you through this. And that can kind of get their buy-in, because ultimately what we want is their buy-in when they are old enough to decide. Up to a certain point, they kind of have to do what we say. They kind of have to listen. They really don't have much of a choice, but they're going to get to a point where they do have a choice. They are going to be able to decide whether they step out from under our authority or whether they remain under it, whether they go their own way or whether they continue to seek us for advice. And that's what we're parenting for. We're parenting for that time when they can make the choice. We want them to choose us. We want them to choose to listen to us. We want them to choose to remain under our authority. And it's going to come while they're still under our roofs. So we need to be prepared for that. And this is one way we can. Thanks, parents.